Today we're going to be making our favorite easy apple recipe,
which is making a gluten-free vegan apple crisp recipe.
I'm Max.
I'm Michelle.
So let's get into the video.
So, first step for the apple crisp is that we peeled and sliced 4 cups of apples, and we're going to put it in this glass Pyrex.
All the materials will be linked in the description for the products that we're using.
And then next we're going to put our 1 tablespoon of flaxseed into our 3 tablespoons of water. And then we're going to lightly stir it. We're going to be making a flax egg, so then it can start beginning to get congealed when we start mushing the banana as an oil substitute.
Make sure you use a really ripe banana. The riper the banana, the more simple carbohydrates there'll be and the less starch there'll be. So the easier it will be to mash and the better tasting it will be. And the more Maillard reaction you'll get in the future. As a little foreshadowing to what we're going to be doing.
And then have your trim sprinkle in the 1 teaspoon of pumpkin spice into the apples.
You can use either Ceylon or Cassia cinnamon, whatever your preference is. In this case, we're using Ceylon cinnamon.
Okay, now
that it's all mashed up, we're going to be adding the oats.
Yeah, so we're adding 2 cups of oats here.
And these are gluten-free oats. Make this recipe gluten-free. Okay, so now my sister's just incorporating the oats into the banana mixture. This allows the oats to cling to the banana mixture better, and it also hydrates the oats slightly, so it releases some of the starch on there to start the binding process.
Okay, now we're going to add our 1/4 of flour.
What type of flour is that?
And so this is gluten-free Bob's bread meal flour. It's our favorite gluten-free flour. It's great all-purpose. And now we're going to add a 1/2 cup of sugar. And then the flax egg has gotten a little bit of a chance to congeal, and it'll have more of a chance in the crisps top. Or you could wait a little longer and it'll congeal more, but we're just...
For the sake of time, you don't have to let it congeal all the way. It'll finish congealing. What you're doing is allowing the fiber in the flax seed that you milled or milled and then with the water, it hydrolyzes the flax seed. So then you become a flax egg, and it works really well for binding things together. Also, it provides essential fatty acids too, without any of the pesky cholesterol associated with animal eggs.
So this is the texture we're looking for when you have everything incorporated. You can also do this in a stand mixer, but it's pretty easy just to do with a fork and a bowl. And now we're going to gently fork this mixture onto the crisp.
If you wanted, you could also use a spatula. This is one of our favorite spatulas. It works really well, but we're going to be using that in a moment. Also, so you still would probably be a good idea to use a spatula. You could also use a backside of a spoon instead of a spatula if you want. Most people have spatulas. Spatulas are great. Okay, so now I'm going to take the spatula and we're going to clean up the sides around the edges.
And then clean up the top a little bit also.
And while my sister cleans up some of these dishes. And basically you're doing this so then the edges don't burn, and so then you have a prettier final result for all those Instagram and YouTube and all those sort of things. And just so it looks nicer, because you do eat with your eyes. So you want to try and have the crisp topping covering the entire top. Basically, if there's a couple spots that peek out, is just fine. But as a general rule, you want to try and cover the entire top. And so then finally, I'm going to be putting this right over here. And then I'm going to be wiping. This is an optional step. You can wipe down the edge so you don't get sticky edges on your crisp. That way you don't have it, because otherwise it gets a little sticky on there, and then it makes it a little bit more difficult cleaning afterwards.
So we're just gonna pop this in the oven for 25 minutes.
Make sure you've preheated your oven though.
At 350, and we're going to show you the final result and do a taste test.
And it's gonna be 350 bake on the oven.
Fahrenheit So that's also a good note to know. So see you in a moment.
Okay, so now it's out of the oven, and we're gonna take our spoons and scoop into it.
Doing a little taste test here for you guys.
The edges have a little more crispiness than the middle, so if you like the crispy tops, then the edges are great. It goes really good with a little bit of ice cream. This is French vanilla vegan ice cream, which we made last week in a video. Link below is the link to that video. After this video, check that out. I think you'll enjoy it.
So
We certainly do.
we're going to now try our apple crisp and French vanilla ice cream made from bananas. So initial impressions, I had a piece of apple. They're soft, they're sweet, they're a bit cinnamony.
I think it's very good. It reminds me of when you're at home and it's raining and you want something nice and cozy, like when you're snuggling up against a fire.
It's a belly hug.
It's a big hug, like a big fuzzy blanket around you. It tastes really good. The apples give it some lightness, and the topping gives it the crunch and some texture. And then the vanilla ice cream gives it creaminess along with it.
The topping's great. It's crunchy, it's oaty, it has a great texture and contrast to the apples. The ice cream is very vanilla-y, very creamy, smooth, silky. It's fantastic. It's from bananas. They're a great combination, and I highly recommend you trying it.
Okay, so I'm Max.
I'm Michelle.
And this is the VPs. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. Like it if you liked it because it really does help. And I'll see you in the next video.